Well, many of you have, like I have traveled to Jerusalem, and you've gone to a place called Yad Vashem, which is the memorial to the victims of the Holocaust. And outside that is something that's called the Garden of the Righteous Gentiles. And people who fought for the Jewish cause, like Corrie ten Boom, are remembered there, or maybe some are buried there. But there's another group, they're called the Righteous Among the Nations, foreign diplomats who helped rescue hundreds of Jews from Nazi Holocaust. CBN has partnered with the Israeli government to bring a special exhibition to Regent University. It honors those who risked their lives to save others. Gary Lane gives us a look at it.
Beyond Duty is a Holocaust remembrance display not only honoring Holocaust survivors, but also courageous foreign diplomats who helped rescue them. Earlier this year, the United Nations allowed the Israeli Foreign Ministry permission to display the exhibit there. And now the exhibit is on the road, with the latest stop being the CBN Regent University campus in Virginia Beach. Among some of the righteous diplomats featured in this exhibit, Raoul Wallenberg. He was from Sweden. Many of us know about him, but how many of us have ever heard about Sebastian de Romero Radigales? He was from Spain. Stories of bold diplomats from nations like Peru and Japan are also featured. Professor Gerson Moreno Riano is with Regent University.
Regent has a long history of standing with the people of Israel and the state of Israel. And the chancellor, our founder, Dr. Pat Robertson, loves the people of Israel, loves the state of Israel. So for us, this is just one more in a long series of things that we have done in partnering with the local Jewish community and the state of Israel. It highlights the importance of embodying moral courage in the face of evil. I think that today, in today's world especially, I think young people, students, others need to see and understand history.
Israel's CBN and Regent University, a unique partnership broadening Holocaust awareness by honoring 36 courageous diplomats and thousands of others, called the Righteous Among the Nations.
Joining us now with more on the Beyond Duty exhibit is Benjamin Krasna. He's Deputy Head of Mission for the Embassy of Israel in the United States, and it's nice to see you with us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Welcome, Pat. Thank you so much.
Tell me about this exhibit. Who are these people, these wonderful people?
Well, these are diplomats from around the world who refuse to sit silent. Their governments probably would have preferred inaction, to stay out of it, to not get involved. But they saw what was happening to Jews in Europe. They saw what the plan of the Nazis, and they felt that they couldn't stay silent. And so they went beyond the call of duty and helped enable many of them to escape the Holocaust. And for that, we're very, very grateful.
Well, did many of them risk their lives? Or did the Nazis try to kill them, or were they spared?
Well, many of them obviously had risked their lives, risked their careers. The most famous example, of course, is Raoul Wallenberg, who to this day we actually don't know what his fate has been. But again, it was a time of great risk of what the Nazis may do and what their own governments, how they may react.
You know, is there any possibility that that would be repeated? We've all said never again, it can't ever happen again, but is there a possibility?
Well, Pat, I think it's why there's such an important lesson here.
Yeah.
You know, the generation of those who actually remember the Holocaust, the survivors, the people, those diplomats, they're no longer with us, or many of them will not be with us for much longer. And so it's important that we have a way to eternalize this lesson so that we can teach the younger people, they can see this generation, so that when we face something like the tyrants in Iran who declare they desire to annihilate the Jewish people, to deny the Holocaust, to wipe out the state of Israel, people understand why we have to take such things seriously.
Do you think the young people today, because I was there when this stuff was going on. I was younger, but I remember. Do you think the youth of today have an appreciation of what the Jews went through under? They don't even. They think Hitler was a kind of a nice guy, don't they?
Yeah, look,
it's a shame.
I mean, it has to be more than just a history lesson.
Yeah.
It has to be a lesson about morality. It has to be a lesson about taking action and not standing by quietly and calling out when they see wrong and doing what they can to save people.
You've got the title, Righteous Among the Nations. You want to explain that a little bit?
Well, again, I think that many of us would have expected Jews to help Jews.
Yeah.
That was, obviously, there was many movements to do that. But again, even there were many Jews, unfortunately, who were silent. But This was something else. This was people who just saw the wrong and saw the evil, and then took these righteous, brave acts, and therefore to meet and to help and facilitate people from Turkey, from, as you say, from Japan, from Cuba, from all over the world who actually took this action.
The one that stands out in your mind that he's kind of like a hero for you?
Well, look, for me, there's a certain fact. I started my service, my first place abroad was serving in Istanbul, Turkey. And so Selahattin Ülkümen is mentioned, that a Turkish diplomat who saved many Jews and enabled them to expect from Rhodes. And so to me, I had the opportunity to meet him when I first served there.
Yeah.
And so to me, it was really a great moment to meet someone who was so brave and so modest. And I think that combination is what made it special.
You mentioned Turkey. The current president, what is his attitude, do you think? I mean, is he setting up an Islamic dictatorship? Is he for Israel or against Israel? Or what do you think?
Look, I have a tremendous amount of affinity for the Turkish people. I served there. I speak the language somewhat. And I saw the great potential. The great potential of the relationship between the country. You know, I saw the opening segment where you talked about the humanitarian aid, the amazing humanitarian aid that you're doing today in the South, and I know that you're doing also now in Indonesia, where there are also Israelis now assisting in Indonesia. I had the opportunity in the earthquakes in 1999. I had the opportunity to work with our search and rescue teams, and it really was a tremendous opportunity to see the outpouring. And the Israelis were the first on the ground with the largest numbers, saved people. I witnessed it myself, and really it was a tremendous opportunity.
So the Turks are, well, you know, actually that was the fountainhead of Christianity, was Turkey in the early days. But anyhow, well, I commend you on this exhibit. Now, this exhibit is coming to Regent University. We're honored to have it here for a couple of weeks, maybe.
Right. We had the opportunity last night with Gordon to open it. It was a wonderful turnout, working together with the university, with CBN, with the local Jewish community. And so we're really very proud. And I think it's so appropriate that it be at a university, that it be in a place to educate so that the young people can see it, because they really need to be our target audiences.
Well, thank you for being with us, Benjamin Krasna. Thank you so much. And the exhibit, by the way, is going to be at Regent University. It runs today through October the 23rd. And you can get more information or schedule a group visit. Go to regent.com/edu or call 888-372-1006. Thank you so much.